So, guys, welcome. So now, I just want to explain something we have on USDJPY in the past week or rather past month. So we have this bullish momentum, like this bullish structure in the market, right? So really like a bullish trend. We have this bullish trend, right? So basically, there's this concept I usually use. If the trend is bullish, I only find for buy setups. So you have this already, this buy setup here, right? So next, I'm trying to just indicate all possible buy zones. We have this AVG buy right here. We have this other block here. We have this other block here, right? We also have this breaker block here. We have another other block. Then we have an AVG standing right here. So basically, these are all the possible zones market tap or buy from to go to the upside, right? These are the possible zones market tap from to go to the to continue the trend, to continue the bullish move. But basically, market is targeting this weekly buy side liquidity sweep. So then from there, the next thing I did, basically I cleared all my trading history because I was trying to do something on it. You go down to the 15-minute time frame, right? So now when you go back to the 15 minutes time frame, you are going, you're starting from from the beginning of like so basically let's start from this. So yeah, I remember this trade vividly. So this was a um other block on the 4 hours, right? Then we have a liquidity sweep here, right? From that liquidity sweep, I was expecting a buy entry, right? So basically, most of you all will want to use, yeah, this FVG, you understand, or the one below, right? So what I'm talking about, these two FVGs are a very possible zone for market to buy from. You understand me, right? So the basic stuff on UJ, or let's say according to me, when I see two FVG premium and discount, I take the one closer to a breaker or a possible demand zone. So I went for this one right. But basically, if you are to use this like this, market will basically tap from there, right? So basically, market will basically tap from this zone here. Then your SL should be below. Did I use this or use this SMT here? You understand? So you I use one of those zones. Then I have this 5 hour rule I take. So to notice liquidity, is that you take it to this liquidity here, right? Which have given you a very good 8 weeks to the world. You understand? So that is a buy setup. That is one. So we have to continue from here, right? Now let's go back to this other side. This is a breaker block that was mitigated. You have this here, Then right again, we have an LVG. Like I said, the LVG I mostly use is the one closer to an other block, breaker block, or a support demand zone, depending on the trend of the market. So I hope you understand what I was doing. From 4 hours, you go to 15 minutes for your entry. 4 hours to 15 minutes, 1 hour to 5 minutes, daily to 1 hour, weekly to 4 hours. So now if I'm targeting the next liquidity, that should be this, right? This one here. Then if you take this another 5 hours, you wait. But basically all you need to do is to wait for a buy trend since you're in a bullish mood. Basically if you see this, you should have taken this other backtest. Backtesting is very good. Very, very good. That is a sweep. That's a sweep. Very, very sweep. Then continuing the trend, we have this support zone here. If you take a buy from here also, and target the next liquidity, let's say target here, another 7 hours, another 7 weeks to the world. You keep looking, you may see a buy to continue the buy trend, you will hit SL along the way. But as far as you're in a buy trend, all you need to do is keep looking for buys. Sometimes you may see a clear sale like this sale here, right here. To be honest, I took this sale, this exact sale here. I took it, which was on a 5 minutes time frame. I took that exact sale. So as you continue the trend, right? You come here, you have a 4 hour AVG, right? From this 4 hour AVG, we have this, right? So basically, this was also reacting from an AVG, right? It's also reacting from this AVG right here, right? So basically, I wanted to use this AVG here because of the rule I gave myself. I used one closer to a breaker block, other block or a support zone. So unfortunately, it didn't tap there, but by now you should have seen that it's not going there. With the bullish move here, this is called breakaway gap, not, yeah. When you see three bullish or bearish candlestick moving, market will never tap into the FVG you are intending to create here. We are intending to set limits. It will keep running. It will keep running. So basically, if I'm the one, the closest pullback I see there, you will enter from instantly. Or rather, there's this um there's this stuff I usually use here. So I will have marked out this zone here, right? I usually use this when I can't find an entry. So basically, market tapped on it. That is the A shape and V shape. Then my SL will be below the wick. Yeah. Then from here again, you trade to the nearest liquidity, which is here. So you have to take this trade. Yeah, you have to take this trade. Yeah, this is another 14 weeks to the world. All you need is patience. That's how the trade to run. Stick to your setup, stick to your strategy. Yeah, and here we are. Yeah, here we are. This is the current market price, right? This is the current market price. So let's look at the current market price as of now. So these are all possible entries we find from this zone here.